Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David. Ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of...
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dropping back, it's King. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got a man, it's Rivers. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's King. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
George D. Burdell.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Looking to throw. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance. An area from this guy this game, and he has a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Pitt pushing the base. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on second down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The inside handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Let's take just a second and talk a little bit. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting rank. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's King. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Hit right back to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. At the 30-yard line, a big play as this offense in business.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is ripped. He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Patterson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's King. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Does this offense want to keep throwing the football, honestly? Because you've now been sacked 3 times in a row. You're proving that you cannot block these guys. They have to have a complete shift, I think, in their approach to how they want to attack this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's King. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Pulls it in. It's Patterson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Motion from the back. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Looking to throw, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And here's the return. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Pitt pushing the pace.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Panthers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rutherford. Turning it on. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
season, it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback. Make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Yeah, right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going for it all. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Holstein. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Number 91, set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Stockton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd, it's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haynes. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They go to the ground. Running to Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. He's got 93 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's King. Finds his back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option, leaves it with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but
touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they moved out front here in the fourth. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
this quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Got a man, it's Reed. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Pitt will have to boot this one away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, tick, tick.
He's loose. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The short hands, it's Williams. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Catch inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Reed. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Double time. Hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work